Good morning, and I hope you've been well, and this is part 180 of the Pokemon Rejuvenation V13.5 Let's Play. Set mode, no items, so yeah. So with that being said and done, let's go on ahead and continue onwards. Oh, right, one tiny thing real quick that I'll say, and then we'll get on to this. At the end of the last episode, I went on a little rant on an update on the future, this series, the other Rejuvenation series that we have going on, and V14. If you want to listen to that, it's at the end of the last episode. I think it's about 5-10 minutes. I don't really remember, honestly, but yeah, if you want to speed it up, listen to it, I would appreciate it. If you did care, of course, and if you don't, that's fine. So yeah, anyways, on to this. Still nothing from Malia. I'm beginning to become concerned. Don't be, I'm doing just fine. There you are. You do realize you just disappeared on us, right? Yeah, sorry, I'll explain later, but my sleep was interrupted. How are Alice and Alan's wireframes? They have dissipated as well. Really? Aaron and I won't be back until tomorrow, so just hold tight till then. What? What are we supposed to do in the meantime? Take the day off. That's what I'm doing with Aaron and the others. Or if you don't like breaks, prepare for our own secret mission coming up soon. I don't need to be prepared for that, but fine. I'll be off. Call me when you need me. The next step is about to begin. I want to be here for it, but you'll be able to do this on your own, right? Don't worry, I prepared things for it. Just go with the flow. See ya. I'll continue my delve into the depths of the core and see if I can find anything useful. Good luck, my dear. I love you. Cool, cool. Okay, let me save real quick. And then I guess we haven't really looked around the wireframe, so Amber is still there. And then a few of these are going to be gone, right? So we have Alita, Aaron up there, Damien, and Alexandra. So we're definitely nearing the end. Still a little ways away from completing V13.5, but definitely getting to the end. This Gliscor is holding a note from someone. To whomever receives this letter, I request help. I was attacked by someone when guarding something very precious. Currently, I am hiding out in Alamissa. Please accept my request if possible. If you are unable to do so, please forward this message to Damien and Alexandra at Sushila Village, Ryland. Nice. Okay. So before we help Ryland, I forgot if you just go straight to Alamissa or if I needed to find Damien or Alexandra. I don't quite remember, actually. I think I actually am supposed to go straight there, but I guess somebody wants to go down the road a little loud. Sorry about that. Let's see. I guess to be fair, they can't help it. Probably got a big vehicle or something. Okay. I don't really see them around, so maybe... I do apologize if I'm just wasting time here. It's been a minute since I've done this. I have a feeling I'm actually just supposed to go to Alamissa, because I ain't seeing nobody around here. Because Cassandra's in here. Aaron's in there. Just a few workers there. Yeah, I guess we're supposed to go to Alamissa then. Unless they're at the top of the village? Yeah, no, we'll just go to Alamissa. I think that's where I need to be. Oops, wrong item. Let me go on down here. And then... save here. Alrighty, I'm back. Sorry for the pause there. Had to take my dog outside for a walk and he just kind of wanted to chill outside, so yeah. Anyways, on to this. Oh, nope, stop everything. I remember what's about to go down. Yeah. I am most certainly, yeah, switching up a few things. If I remember correctly, there are some somewhat difficult-ish battles coming up with You know what, I won't say it out loud, you'll see it for yourself. Yeah, I do want to grab a few of these guys, honestly, because if I'm gonna be honest, if I remember correctly, Quagsire does extremely well with some of these, so I'm gonna grab a couple of those and then kind of see what happens. Now, I do have something I will bring up once I, you know, go to the scenes and whatnot. I'll get into it more once we, again, get to that point. Okay. The City of Happiness. Hey, Ryland. Definitely been a minute. Ah, Lon, you've gotten my letter. I'm sorry for the method in how my letter was delivered to you. I didn't have a better way to do so, but... Ryland! Oh, so I guess they got the letters as well. Alexandra, Damien, I'm glad my lie score made my way to you. No, we saw you while Alex and I were flying back. Why are you here? Where is the... If you're worried about the jewel of life, don't be. I have it with me. But why did you leave with it? Because of a certain someone decided to... Sorry, I cannot read today. Because a certain someone decided they wanted it for themselves, and it's not the person you'd expect. And that's what they call a family reunion. Her. Hello. I'm not gonna say any of those other words because I'm gonna butcher how to pronounce those, so we'll just keep it simple. Hello. Wait. Dado? That's a good morning, not hello. But I'm so happy to be home again. So nostalgic and fun, yet twisted and depressing. Karen. She attacked me out of nowhere. All I know is that she desperately wanted the jewel of life for herself. Karen, why would you attack Ryland? Oh my god. You guys are so buzzkills for realsies. I just threw a few stones, you know, something a little on the nose. He just looked so dedicated to protecting that precious stone, and I wanted to give him an exciting time. What's the point of guarding something if you can't even actually guard it? The idea of hitting Ryland in the head made me laugh. It made me laugh so hard. She hasn't gotten any better at all. Oh please, we're not gonna go all huddle in a circle and cry, right? Because I'd rather piss myself and fall down a hole full of spikes. Give me that jewel of life. Now, it is a interesting little reference there where she says, like, I'd rather, you know, like, fall down like a, whatchamacallit, like a dark hole full of spikes or whatever she said there. That's referring to the Hidden Library Finale quest where you can actually, if you really wanted to, at the end, you can kill off Karen. So, yeah. Which, of course, you don't necessarily do it. You allow Karina to do it, so... Yeah, if you wanted to get some points for the Renegade route, or for whatever reason you want to go down the Paragon route and do all of that, I guess technically, yes, you could, but... Yeah, anyways, definitely a very interesting little reference. But besides that, it's honestly like a really like sad scene, because if you remember with the story and whatnot, it talks about vaguely about how they grew up together, training with each other, trying to be stronger for Alamissa, for defending, you know, this home from Team Zen, and everything that Celine has done for them. So there's a ton of emotions probably going on within the three here, Ryland, Alexandra, and Damien, really wanting Karen to be better and back to normal, but unfortunately it just hasn't really happened. It is intriguing thinking about it that Karina was actually able to create some sort of cure, but it was only a temporary cure, that it wouldn't last forever. So I kind of wonder if there will be a time down the line that you actually can help Karen go back to being normal, or if it's just going to be a thing that she's just going to be too far gone forever when she was meddling around with Garufin magic to become stronger. So yeah, it is a tragic event, but what's done is done. What is like the matter? It's painful to see you like this. Karen, let us help you. I don't know if we can fix this, but we can't just let you be this way forever. Lol. Little Dove, can you believe the show they're putting on? What to do, what to do? Oh wow. Huh? Ask and you shall receive, as they say. I have 3 handsome new gerbils, and they are very, very bored. By my decree, the 3 legendary gerbils of the court shall be released. What are you doing? Hand over the Jewel of Life or watch Alamissa get torn apart once again, and perhaps with a little damage, this little stage will finally fall into the pit of the earth. Enough of this. This girl needs to die. Damien, stop. We can deal with these beasts ourselves just fine. With the beasts just fine. Sorry, I read that word wrong, or the sentence wrong. We need to move right now. Alexandra, when will you do what is needed of you? Just move, Damien. I love how Alexandra's just like, I'm not doing this with you, Damien. Cut it out. We're not killing her. Just move. Because, like, again, it's almost like 2 like polar opposites where she's way too kind for her own good, and Damien is way too extreme for his own good. He immediately is like, it's on sight. I'm getting rid of you. You're a problem. We were once friends, but you're trying to destroy my, you know, home, my past, my heritage, however you want to word it. Anybody that tries that, it's on sight, locked in, you're done. So it's kind of cool how one another, Alexandra and Damien, like counterbalances each other. So yeah, definitely a goofy and interesting duo. You are not a lost cause. There is redemption within us all. Okay. Oh, I guess he walked within us in that rock there. Okay, now I'm gonna save right here, and I'm gonna say a few things as well. I do not intend to capture any of the legendary Pokemon on this episode here. What I'm gonna do is just continue the story with all 3 of them, and then end the episode there. When the episode is done, I'm going to, if I don't accidentally save within one of these points, go for the shiny versions of the legendary beast. I want to capture every shiny legend that I can, since that's something I've done with Zygarde, the Eevee evolutions, the starters. So yeah, just kind of doing a little bit of a pattern there. I'm not sure why I want to, I just want to nonetheless. If I remember correctly from the normal mode series, it took me quite a bit of time to actually get them, so that's why I'm not going to do all of that on the video here. I would like to, it's just going to take forever soft resetting over and over for the 3 of them. So yeah, I thought I would just add a little disclaimer there. So yeah, we will still of course go through the story and all, but I'm not going to capture any of them. I'll probably just go to win and beat them, and then just kind of continue onwards. Now I think Suicune's on over here. Now I think, is Alexandra over here? Or is it Damien? I can't tell who that is. Damien, okay. This Suicune is causing problems with its rain. The supports holding this city over the void can only hold so much. If this place starts flooding, then it's over for this place forever. Alon, you know I don't like asking for help, but you got it. You know what? Potential change of plans. If I can capture it. I'm just gonna immediately go for Amnesia. And this is kind of why that I'm choosing a Quagsire here. Go for Aqua Tail. I should be at +6 at this point. Nice. See, the problem that I have is I don't want to go for Toxic, because I'm just really concerned. Yeah, it just doesn't really do a lot. I might have to go for Toxic, honestly, because it... Yeah, we'll see. Fine, I give in. If I can capture this one, that'd be really cool. But I don't really know. Let's see here. Let's go for Aquatail. It is a little bit spooky. Okay. Nice. Go into my other quag here. This one is unaware, so I think I'm okay. Nope. I forgot that it can do that. Yeah, I might just honestly do this on my own time then. I was kind of like thinking originally not to do that, but then I found this guy here, but I don't think it's gonna work out. Especially with it +6. I can at least try throwing a ball, but I don't know if it'd work, but I'll just stick to the Ultra Ball. I'll give it one more hoorah, it's the only chance I got. If not, I'm just gonna feign them all and do this on my own time. Yeah, it just kind of like sucks because, yeah, as you can see, it's just going to be a little bit tricky getting the shiny and that, so it's kind of brutal to see this, but yeah, I'm just gonna do this on my own time. I'll just defeat them all and continue on. Alright, I'm back. This time I'm just gonna go for the win. I'm not really gonna care about capturing them. Even if I somehow manage to find another one of these in a shiny form, I'm not even gonna bother. I'll just do it on my own time. Okay, so let's go for Toxic at the start here. I'm gonna go for Amnesia. Earthquake probably would be a decent idea, but I think Amnesia at the start is very, very crucial. So its hits don't really do a whole lot to me. Now we're gonna go on the offense. Earthquake again. And then I think with the water field it heals it from Toxic, so we gotta redo that again. Now overall, there might be more efficient ways to go about it, but I've just learned with Amnesia, Toxic, Quag, it just does it insanely well against them, so that's what I'm gonna stick with. Could try to formulate something a little bit different, but I'm honestly not going to bother with these 3 beasts, so yeah. Now with that there, we'll go for Aquatail. Just do whatever we can. And then I think that should be it. Alright, I'm back. Sorry for the pause there, I had to go do something. Anyways. Huh, you're kinda like Alex and I now. Legendary Pokemon are starting to acknowledge your strength, Alon, but don't get comfortable with them. There will be a day Sorry, I cannot read today. There will be a day where they will leave you. Now to deal with the real problem. No. I lost again? You're not taking this seriously. I don't think an Archeops should be surviving anything from a Hydreigon, but that thing is slow and stupid. You two work well together. Shut up, Karen. Aw, Whittle Damien is getting his knots in a twist. Don't worry, if you keep trying, you'll catch up someday. Smell you later, Damie. I don't get her issue, man. She's been like this for weeks now. Maybe we should tell Celine. I think she's trying to help Damien out. How is being obnoxious helping me out? I'm not saying she's right, but before this, she used to just beat you down and then walk away. You wouldn't take your losses seriously, but now that she's being the antagonist towards you, you've been working harder. What? So in other words, she's baiting you. What the hell? It's kind of working though. You've been putting in so much. If Karen wants to play rival, then so be it. I'm gonna make her dread the day she thought she could surpass me. Alex, Adam, we're leaving. Sure. Where are we going? We need to train even harder if we want to be the best of the best. So let's take on these Aurelian Labyrinth. Is this a good idea? No. No, it's not. I never did defeat her. She was always better than me in the end. But even so, Yeah, I mean, it's like I said before, it's gotta be rough on everyone, you know what I mean? Because like he still like strived to be stronger and better, but it just never really came to be. And if you do remember, she is a part of the Elite Eight technically, so yeah. Okay, before I do anything else, actually, I just realized that I accidentally saved there. I don't remember. I really hope I didn't, but I might have. Worst case scenario, I'll just go back to an old save. Speaking of that, just a little thing here. If you have an issue with your save files, I did make a tutorial video on that a few months ago. If you want to get some help and go back to an old save. Okay, I can't go that way. Let me see, what can I do? What can I do? It's gotta be around here, right? There you are, mister. And then Ryland right over there. I do want to speak to Ryland before I get into a battle with that beast over there. Okay, cool. Raikou and I fought just moments before I've seemed to have calmed it. However, it doesn't seem to be done with its rampaging. Please proceed with caution. Now, I gotta say, personally, Raikou is my favorite beast out of the three. I know, if I'm not mistaken, Suicune is definitely the fan favorite amongst people. I don't know, I've always liked Raikou as number one, Entei second, Suicune third. That would be my line of, you know, top three of those three. But all of them, design-wise, are extremely good, so it's not like, for example, I'm saying I hate Raikou, or wrong Pokemon, like I hate Suicune because it's third. No, it's just because I think Raikou and Entei is just better in design is all. But that's just my opinion. Okay, Earthquake again. Let's do that again. Right, I think it's its ability pressure that's making me lose out on my PP points on Earthquake, so let's go for Aqua Tail here. I guess we'll go into the other Billy then. Aqua Tail again. Nice. I think this guy should be fine. Maybe? Nope. Yep, that miss definitely sucked. Snorlax, honestly, I don't know if he can take a hit. I think he can. Nope. Mainframe! Nice. I gotta say that Aqua Tail miss definitely sucked as we would have won, but... Oh, we outspeed. Okay, I'm running with it. I don't know how, but okay. So Raikou has finally been defeated. If there's anyone that's capable enough to handle the strength of a legendary Pokemon, it's you. Where did they come from? They appeared out of thin air, as if they were just created into the universe. What circumstances could have aligned to allow this to be? I kind of wonder. I'm just making a joke. I know it's a certain someone that's been playing around with sites, so anyways, enough of me being stupid. Nevertheless, that's one beast down. We have to see how the others are faring. You know, Karen and I used to be close once upon a time, before our lives were torn apart, that is. Oh my gosh, what are you wearing? Karen, what are you doing in here? Hey, that looks good on you. What's it supposed to be? My father showed it to me. He said it was for Adam, but I decided to try these on first. They're supposed to be for a prince. Well, that's cool, I guess. Hey, how about we go play down by the oasis? I was thinking that, Karen, I kinda want to change some things. What would you say if I cut my hair? Aw, what? Your hair is so long and pretty. Oh, next thing you're gonna say is that you want to change your name too. Maybe I do. I've had a few ideas. Oh, really? Well, let's hear it. Ryland. Ryland? But that sounds like a boy's name. Oh. I want to take the position of the Prince of the Sands as Ryland. And this is what you want to be. I think this is what I've always been. Well, okay then, Ryland. Let's get to cutting then. What? But you just said my hair was pretty. Yeah, but who cares about what I think? Being your true self is way more important than the nonsense I just crapped out. I already have some cute ideas that will look freaking awesome on you, Ryland. Once I'm done with you, you're going to be the greatest prince that the world has ever known. So if you remember from the book where we, read when we got like the life orb wrapping up the hidden library finale quest, if I'm not mistaken, I think it mentions Damien, Alexandra, and a person named Eve. Now, as you can see by that backstory there, Eve is Ryland. Ryland used to be a girl, if I'm not mistaken, and she decided to pretty much change her ways to be a prince, and now you have Ryland here. So yeah, just to get some of that on out of the way and just explain there. So good for Ryland. Hope he becomes the greatest prince ever. And yeah, now if I am wrong about some of those details, please correct me, but I think that's pretty much what happened there. So yeah, she was the first one to see me for who I really am, and even though she was taken aback, she still supported me every step of the way. She's like family to me, and I wish I could help her return to her true self once again. And that's something that's like really cool about people, you know, even though for some it's kind of like, that's pretty wacky, and it doesn't have to be like a situation like that, but it could be like almost like any like drastic or wacky decision, but they still stick with you because it's what you want. Some people just aren't like that, unfortunately, but I guess it overall depends on like the situation and scenario, but it's always nice when you have like people, no matter what, they're always by your side, no matter the decision and choice that you make. Anyways, oh wait, what am I doing? I need a heal. I was about to go into another battle without healing, that would have sucked. Okay, Alamissa Urben. I don't remember where she is, but I think she's like the top corner over there. Actually, I guess we could talk to these two. She's crazy and not worth saving. Attacking our old home like this is proof of that. Karen. I guess we can go here. Go up the ladder, and then Entei should be around here, right? Like up towards that way, so I guess not quite here. Let's got a rock in front of that, so let's go over here. And then let's see, that's where we battle the Raikou, so I think now that I really just do that. It's fine, I'm not saving, it's okay. Oh hey. I managed to corner it, but it's showing no signs of backing down. It honestly doesn't seem too interested in me. Maybe it wants to face you in battle. Hey, Entei. Let's get this show on the road. Now, there is no point in even going for Amnesia here, so I'm not even going to waste time with that. Earthquake here. And then Toxic is going to come in handy. And then... do I have Flash Fire? No, I don't. I need to change your ability. I mean, I guess we could just, like, let it go. And then does the poison stay? No, it does not. And then... okay, we gotta go into you then. Hopefully oh. Okay, cool, I do take one. I know it's resistant, but it definitely has a lot of boost on its... or on the field itself, so... yeah. Okay, let me think about this. I mean, I think this is fine. I just don't want to miss. Let's go for T-Bolt. I will admit that T-Bolt did a little more than I thought it would have. Okay, Mainframe, I'm just gonna go on ahead and pop the shield. And then it should still be poisoned. Okay, Sunlight faded, so I think we're okay. And then honestly, Chandelure should outspeed and clean this up. Nice. And it's done. I don't know why an Entei just happened to appear behind Karen like that. I know legendary Pokemon are veiled in mystery, but that just felt... I don't know. It was just very unnatural. Something happened there. We should go and see how the others are doing with their beast. Karen. There you are. I've been looking everywhere for you. Oh hi Karen. I want another battle with you. Right this instant. But we just battled the other day. My Pokemon needs to rest. You're just worried that the victory you had was a fluke. I almost won. If Archon was able to set up Stealth Rocks better, then... leave her alone, Blockhead. I'm not here for you. Mind your little beeswax. Okay, I get it. You're tired and all. But we're recruited by Celine because we're better... sorry, but... man, I cannot read today. I'll just reread that. But we were recruited by Celine because we're the best of the best, and the best of the best are better than the rest, so let's put it to the test. What are you, a cheerleader now? Maybe in some other life, yeah. Maybe she's right though. Oh, come on Alex, you don't need to listen to her. Your progress as a trainer already exceeds all of us. If anyone else needs to worry about training, it's Evie. Or Eve, sorry. I like how Celine just like slides on down. That's kind of goofy there. Actually, it's Ryland now. I know you two aren't like the closest, but that's what he told me a few days ago. So yeah, Ryland. He? Since when? It doesn't matter when, now does it? But you're always a little behind when it comes to things. Okay Karen, that's enough. Why are you berating my son? Oh no ma'am, I'm not berating him, I'm telling him the truth. but I can tell that I embarrass him because his chubby little cheeks are all rosy, so I'll just be taking my leave. Smell you later, Damie. That girl. She's got spirit, I guess. Skill and spirit can equal arrogant, and that's looking like the answer. She was difficult and maybe a little bit arrogant, but she was our friend and she cared about us. If she didn't, she wouldn't have fought by our side on that day. She started dabbling in dark magic so that she could become strong enough to take on Team Zen herself. The spell failed and it destroyed her mind, a telltale of arrogance and desperation. I'm gonna find a way to help her somehow. Now, I also gotta make the comment, it really is interesting how, you know, like a few of these guys also kind of realize that this isn't really normal, with the legends kind of like just popping out of nowhere, so it is kind of cool and unique how they're catching on that as well. But anyways, surely there's something we can do to help. She's crazy and not worth saving. Attacking her old home like this is proof of that. What did you all do to my very handsome gerbils? They aid Alon's cause now. You won't control them any further. Little dove, well, you caught them fair and square. I don't think we caught any of them. Maybe the game is like assuming that the character did capture them. I don't really know. I mean, I'll look in the PC, but I don't. No, I know I'm not going crazy. We did not capture any of them. Anyways, what can a lassie like myself do about that, eh? But I think I deserve some type of compensation. I don't have my gerbils or my precious jewel. Karen, please, just stop all of this. We're asking you to come back to us. This is too painful for us to bear. Can you say that again in Spanish? Ryland, I don't think this is going to work. In such a passive way, at least. If we want her to come back home, then we're gonna have to take her. It's for her own good. I wish it didn't have to come to this. Whoa, y'all want to beat up on little old me? Then bring it on. Alamissa's swaying. Is it about to fall? It can't fall. Mother's still down there. Alamissa isn't falling. What's falling is... Karen! To think the ground where she stood was this weak, and now she's fallen deep into the abyss itself. I don't think there's much time left for Alamissa. We have to go down there and save her. No. What are you saying? You can't die if you fall into the void, even from this high up. She won't experience pain and she'll be kept in her place. Are you suggesting that we leave her there? I am. This is better in the long run. Don't forget about our operation at the end of the month. We can't keep up with that and her at the same time. It's disastrous. Damien, you can be so cruel. Fine then, leave her down there. I don't care, but I want to be alone right now. Alex, just stop. Hey, I guess she can walk through rocks as well. Anyways, though, jokes aside, it's something that is really unfortunate with if I can speak right, with what Damien just said there. And I hate to admit it, he's right. Alexandra, we know her as being way too good for her own good. But Damien is, you know, the other extreme that at least can pull her back to some sort of middle ground. Damien's like, we're not going to kill her. We're not going to trap her somewhere until we get her safety. She could just stay down there. She's not going to be hurt down there. She could not have died from that fall. She'll just be in the void for a while. Maybe one day when this is said and done, we can go find her. But until then, the clock is ticking. We do not have time to focus on her and Team Zen. We simply don't. And you know that, Alexandra. You know that I'm right, at least on this one here. And it sucks for Alexandra because she knows deep down he's right. Alright, I'm back. Sorry for the pause there. I had to go take my dog outside for a walk again. But anyways, yeah, it's just something that's really unfortunate because Alexandra means well, and she has the right heart for the situation. They all do. I believe all of them in one way, shape, and form want to help her and to cure what ails her, which is that unfortunate, Garufin magic, thing that ails her right now. But unfortunately, this is for the best for the time being. There's no way that they can juggle Karen and the events of Team Zen and the raid that will be happening soon. Their priorities need to be elsewhere, training everybody, preparing everybody, and moving forward with that. So, yeah, she has a good heart. I think to some level they all have a good heart. Some show it in unique ways, like Damien here. I would say like Ryland and Alexandra, like their personalities are different, yes, but they have like good hearts. Damien, again, he shows his care and love in different ways, but the point is, he is right about this situation, unfortunately. At least, I would agree with Damien. It sucks that it happened this way, but what's done is done. As cruel as it is, I agree. Down there she can't hurt people, and we can find her easily if we put together a group. And truthfully, I wouldn't underestimate Karen even in the state she's in. She may even escape on her own. I hope she just stays put for once. I'm going home. Well, so much for me showing his love in different ways. I still think he cares about her to some degree, but I can understand why Damien just finds her as an absolute annoyance. Cause like, again, she literally like threatened to like destroy their home here. So like, I get why he's like mad about that kind of thing. Cause again, this brings back a lot of wonderful and tragic memories for all of them. So yeah, it appears that with Damien, it really, it holds really dear to him and does not want this to go. None of them do, but they show their emotions in different ways. I could be wording this better, but I think some get where I'm coming from. I believe I'll return to Sashila as well. I was unable to protect myself from Karen efficiently. In the event Madame X comes for the jewel, I don't think I would be able to fend her off. Thank you for coming again, Alon. Forgive me for putting you through this. Sorry. Karen won't be able to escape from the depths of the void. I made sure of that. Now, that's something that's really unique and interesting. I didn't really want to like say anything at that time because I remember like Millie saying something of the sort. But anyways, it's honestly like an interesting choice for Malia to like make a decision like that. I assume ultimately it's for the best because like if like we're having like good rhythm with the whole Team Zen thing, and let's say Karen throws this random curveball and does something really stupid, then yeah, it can really mess up the team quite a bit. I do hope that at some point maybe you can help her at some point, but for the time being it appears that that's not going to be the case anytime soon. It was hard getting the legendary beast to appear here. There are limits to what the obelisk allows. I had to gain the respect of the beast first. Right, that's enough from us for now. Aaron is planning a small getaway for us at the Rose Theater. It won't be for a few days, but we should begin preparing our next step in the meantime. Aaron and I shall return by dawn. Good night, Alon. Oh, that's a lot of days skipped by. Nice. December 20th, a light of violet rose. You know what? Well, I mean, I guess I could read. Well, no, you know what? Let's keep it simple. We'll stop here for now, since we're done with this segment within the story. I will be, if I didn't save, if I did, I'll go back to an old save, it's fine. But I do intend to take some time to hopefully get lucky capturing the legendary beast in their shiny forms. I know I've done it before, but it's just something that's extremely time consuming, so yeah. I'll get them. It's all good. It'll just take some time. I might have to do some wacky stuff when I lower them enough. Do something with, like, I don't know, like heal pulse or something like that. Because I forgot, does heal pulse get rid of toxic? I don't think it does. I don't really know. I'll look into something, but I done it once. I'll do it again, so it's all good. It's all good. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves out there, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Good morning.